So yeah, we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily at the moment. Doesn't look too pretty. We've been under the 200 EMA for a few days now, but it's still a relatively short period of time. 17 days. I expect us to go at least double or triple that time under the 200 EMA. So you guys know that my bias is bearish at the moment. As soon as we break down from this wave 4 triangle, it's going to be pretty much over. And the bounce that I was expecting for the B wave from here is going to start from here. So let's see if it makes our target. I would expect the B bounce to be at least this high. Enough to challenge the 50K maybe. Let's look at the volume. Chart actually looks bullish over 7 days. So if we zoom in a bit, we should be able to see some divergences. So it starts here. So we have 17 days. So this is probably starting from here. So I actually got a hidden bearish divergence up here if we zoom in. No, actually it's not. It looked like it on the 4-hour. It's lower here, higher, and higher, and higher. So yeah, on lower time frames, we didn't see that same divergence. So this is my current wave count. Yeah, wave 1, 2, 3, with a violent bottom here. Up for the correction in the triangle, and I expect that we break down from here within 2 days. If we break up, we might have to reassess this count, but I think this is, for now, this is the count that I'm going with. And with a double bottom possibly, maybe just a little bit lower over here. So yeah, this is Bitcoin. It hasn't changed much from last week. I don't recall if we had drawn out this triangle or not, but yeah, I think I might have drawn an ABC here. So it's just a continuation of that to form a triangle. So which coins would you guys like us to look at today? Type it in the chat. MATIC. Let's go MATIC. Let's see here. Zoom out. 16. Very good volume. This looks like it might be good for a bounce very soon. B, C. Zoom in just a bit. Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3. No, that can't be 3. This count is up in the air. Logically speaking, it could come down even lower. I don't know. So I'm not measuring. When I place my wave 5, I'm just measuring for the entry targets. I don't measure for the take profit targets right away. So what do we got here? Let's redo this count. This is a clear ABC. ABC, ABC up here. And depending what we do here, A, B, this one has to be on a larger cycle. So when I look at this, I see a flat because you got a clear ABC here. Actually, it's maybe 335. So when you're not sure, what you do is type it out. So what's it look like so far? It's not expanded because the B wave didn't go higher. So it's either a regular or a running flat. So we have C finishing around where A is, or C falling short. So what I would do here is probably put my Odin zone falling short of A, and my stink bid zone maybe just below A. But this is not why I opened this page. I wanted to find out. Let's go with Mentos pages. Zigzag, flat. We got the running flat. It's a 335. All right. So this works. This could work for us. So the running flat would be something like this, where the C wave would be a fib extension of A to around the golden pocket here. So let's just assume this in the case of a regular flat, and the Odin zone in the case of a running flat. Now we can narrow this down just a little bit if we find confluence. For that, I'm going to zoom in just a bit more. See where it previously bounced. So we have this here, this area right there. We also have this area here. Zoom in some more. Now if we could test it on the way back down on the other side, it has not been tested yet. So I would assume this region here is good for a bounce. So that's about it right there. Okay. That was for the fib extension. Now let's do the fib retracement. Because from the wave 3 structure is still relevant to where it could bounce. So you see the Odin zone comes in exactly around the 618 for the golden pocket. So if I would expect a huge bounce there. So let's try to count out our C wave. Okay, 5 waves per C. You got one here. A, B, C. That's 2. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3 maybe. Then you're going to have a wave 4 up here, and probably an extended 5th wave down. If we expect Bitcoin to crash soon, it could take us right into that zone right there. So for you people asking me, how do I make my Odin zones? That's how I establish them. The Odin zone goes for the highest probability of a bounce region, and the stink bid zone goes where, oh my god, it'll never get there, you know? But we've seen it happen over the last month. I hope you guys made some money off of them. So let's just add a little bit more text in here. Golden pocket on retracement of wave 3 from wave A. Actually, let's write wave A and confluence from bounces in late May. So you see you had actually May 21st, May 22nd. I'm gonna upload the video on YouTube. Actually, I can't do that. You know what? I just moved my zone. Let's just do that like that. Copy this text right there and add another text entry right here like that. We could also do the same for the stink bit, but it's not as important because the level of confidence that it will hit that range is a lot lower. So yeah, that's why it's important to do Bitcoin first, because you get an idea of where you think it's going to go. And if you know Bitcoin is going to be tanking, you know the other ones are going to be tanking as well. And it just fits with the overall waves that we're seeing right now. So yeah, I would definitely be interested in setting a bid for MATIC around $1.20 or something like that. Yeah, the Odin zone is a place where I believe there's a high probability to get a strong bounce. If this zone doesn't hold up, we go to the next one. And my reasons for placing the Odin zone where I place them, they go along the lines of this often. I mean, since we're already under, if we zoom out, we're already under some big, no, actually we're not on this one. Okay. That gives us more confluence. When we zoom out, you see, this is the 55 EMA. My colors are always the same. You got purple, which is the 200. You got yellow, which is the 99, I believe. Yeah, and red, which is the 55. And I got the orange, which is the 21. So if you extend this wave, if it continues to go down, it's going to hit the Odin zone, and it gives a strong chance for a bounce. Because you see, we already lost on the daily. We already lost the 21 EMA. So this is the next support. So yeah, I use fibs a lot for my Odin zones. I use confluence on previous bounces, and I do use these EMA levels to set bouncing zones. This Loki stink bid zone might be just a little bit high looking at this. But if you're placing your bids on spot, it doesn't really matter. You will get a bounce at some point in this zone. Does that answer all of your questions for MATIC? Yeah, I think we'll make a post for that on the Discord, and I'll make a disclaimer on YouTube. Odin zones and Loki stink bid zones are proprietary zones. Oh yeah. Did you guys see that Thor's hammer that hit on BNB? Like this was an awesome zone. I mean, I think I called it when we were about here. Let's see here. Do I have it somewhere? Oh, I do. Look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. You just love it when you go on to your TradingView account, you pull up your old ideas and you press play and they just hit perfectly. It doesn't happen all the time, but I'd say maybe like between 60 and 70% of the time. If your TA is good, it's going to happen. I'm actually sad that I didn't take this trade now. This is what? Um, wait, when did I do this? $340. That's $100. That's almost $100 per BNB profit if you took that trade when I posted it. Amazing. Oh yeah. Ideas. April 24th, the infamous day. Here we go. I mean, you call it's going to go up, then you call it's going to go down. People are not happy. You can't make this shit up. And I even tried to like put another meme description on it, but I haven't found a. I guess this could replace maybe the Loki stink bid zone, Blood Eagle zone, buy the blood. You guys can let me know what you think about that later. So yeah, we're done with MATIC. Um, what do you guys want to look at next? Anybody? Pick a coin, any coin. Let's do Atom. Whoa, what is this? Why did I do that? I don't know. This count looks off though. We have to start over. I think I might have counted it around here. So we got, yeah, let's start over. Zoom out. Um, this doesn't seem like enough history for me. Do you got another exchange where it has a longer history? Or does it really come out in May of 2019? Oh, looks like I'm not finding anything on here. Yeah, um, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Can I check out all? Yeah, I think that's the full history. So we got the end of the correction around April of 2020. So that should be around here. Okay. So let's start our wave count there. Erase everything. Start from scratch. Um, Volume's not so good in the last 24 hours, but we do have a bullish structure here that we'll need to correct at some point. So I see 5 waves here. Do you see 5 waves? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for 1. A, B, C, D, E for 2. We got 3. A, B, C. Gonna have to zoom in to find out where that ends. Let's see here. Oh, okay. This is a difficult count. What do you guys see? How about 1, 2, just valid. How about ending 5th wave diagonal? So we have 1, expanding diagonal, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How's that? This is the best count we can have, I think. ABC. It's ugly though. You gotta admit that. Very ugly. Maybe it's just not finished at some point. And it bounced off. No, actually, there's no invalidation point for here. We have the bottom here, right there. It bounced off just above the 786. What am I missing? There is some confluence right here. Well, the question is to ask ourselves is this correction finished? It doesn't look like it to me because I see 5 waves on the way down, which is characteristic of wave A. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We might see a double bottom, or if we can get some bounce in this area right here or here. So that would define our zone right there. These two bounce zones. Between there and there. That's a pretty large zone though. Don't like it so much. So what happens when the zone is too large, what I do is I'll set an alert. I'll put a line here at the double bottom. So that way I get alerted when it crosses here, and I'll take a look at lower time frames and I'll check for divergences. Probably when we get to this point, it'll probably already be divergent because this was way oversold. And I expect the RSI and the histogram to come down, but not that low. Maybe get like a bounce at this area here. I think we even started to, if we zoom in just a bit, we can count the first two waves here. Something like that. And this would be one big A wave. You have anything to add, Crypto Heat? I know this is your coin, and I'm just going at it like that. Yeah, I just want to check. I want to check like fractals and see uh, where previous corrections brought B up to. So we have B coming up to the 618 on the dot, forming almost a double bottom here. So this fib extension, I would gather that C would be like 618 of A. Dot 5. Okay, so let's assume 618 for B. And let's maybe put 0.5 fib extension. It could come down like only here to make a running flat. We'll see. Anyway, the first zone that needs to hit is the end of wave 5 here. End of both wave 5s actually. Come on. Ah, this would be Odin zone. I don't think it can go much lower than that. It could actually, but it would be horrible for this coin if it did that, and I highly doubt it's going to happen. I think Crypto Heat would agree with me on that. Yeah. So I'll just put a line there uh, and call it like, it's also historical, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at those bounces. So psychological and historical support. So yeah, actually Adam is making beautiful, after all of this bullshit, these are beautiful corrective waves. And my God, I'm like, maybe turn this into a scalp, guys. I'd probably, holy shit, is this a 618? This is a golden pocket. We should have shorted this. We should have shorted this like last night. Wow, this would have been a great trade. And guys, I'm gonna really try to start getting back into getting you some scalping calls. The market is really volatile right now, and I think we need it. So yeah, we could have made on a 10x trade, we could have made 70% on that dip. You see, I don't take the top ever, and I don't take the bottom ever, because I'm very conscious that we don't always catch the bottoms and we don't always catch the tops, and you guys need to be aware of that as well. So yeah, that's the charting on Atom. Do you guys have any other coins you want to take a look at it today? I think we can do at least two more. EOS. It looks like I had some sort of Thor's Hammer Zone identified here. Wonder what happened. Was it on lower time frame? Higher time frame, maybe? All right. Let's erase these two lines. It didn't find support on the 200 EMA on the daily, but it did work on the 2-day chart. You see it respecting that EMA on the 2-day chart very, very almost religiously. It gets through for a few days and comes back under. But this bounce was amazing. These bounces actually. So we have 5 waves down. You guys can see the waves, right? Where would you draw your waves here? You guys can unmute yourself to interact. Something like this. And I might have something like this. Where is it going to fall from? Maybe here. With Bitcoin going the way it is, I don't think it's going to make it all the way up here. So we have this zone. Let's try this here. This zone. It's confluent with the 786 fib extension. That's not a ratio that I like a lot. Let's just zoom out. I like this better, I think. Maybe right here. We also have confluence over here for that range. This right here, this wick, and this wick. Anything earlier? Yeah, sort of. That's a long time ago, so we're not gonna consider that. So I would place my shorting zone right there. And we can document it so we can get rid of these lines. So we got the 0.5 retracement. We got the 0.382. So I got them upside down. Yeah, I got them upside down. Okay. 0.5 fib extension versus wave A. And we got confluence from previous resistances in mid-April. So with that being said, you can delete these. You can always redraw them later. You don't really care about that. And we might be able to see where this is going. Guys, this is barely legal on the Elliott wave count. EOS retraced so far that it wicked into wave 1 territory. I don't like it. So that either means my count is invalid. This count is invalid. We need to redraw it. Okay. The subwave counts are good. We know that. You have 5 clear waves down. This should be valid as well. We just need to figure out where our waves are. So A, B, C, D, E. So this might actually be the end of the correction versus here, even if it's higher. I don't like it at all. Let's just trace and see if we could have predicted this. I think we could have. Look at that. Imagine buying that bottom right there. Let's get back to our waves. Okay. Honestly, don't know what to do with this. I really think we need to start here at this point. I know what we did wrong. Look at this. Even if we do start it here, we can get your 5 waves instead of just 3 right there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3, 4, 5. So this makes all of this valid. Since we're sure we have 5 waves down here, and we're going back up for a correction, and we're going to come back down, all we needed to do is find valid waves on the way up. This just couldn't be wave 3 because wave 4 would have corrected into wave 1 territory. It's very important. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. All right. 5 waves. 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. So this would be A, B, C. So this is to find out where it might end its correction. We go back to previous corrections and see how it behaved. Like this is ABC zigzag had a very long C, so it's not really comparable. So I'd probably prefer to go with this one. So you have A, B, C, going down, wicking through the 618 extension. So let's try that and see what it gives us. Probably gives us a very low price, which I'm not sure about. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So I'm not sure where we're going to go with this. The Thor's Hammer zone I'm fairly confident about, but I don't know where C is going to end because A was so extended. Um, where does the 5-0 take us? Up here, 5-0. 5-0 sounds better already. What about previously? Oh yeah, you got confluence right here and here. You got anything to add, Crypto Heat? EOS is one of my PTSD coins. Lost a lot of money on it in 2018. I don't remember what I did. I should pull it up, but it's an I told you so story. Yeah, I think I bought here after the retrace. I think I bought like right here. I could have taken profit, but I didn't. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this we have to. Yeah, I'm fairly confident about this zone right here. It might go a bit higher, but I don't think it'll go much higher. Yeah. So we got A, B. I don't know, man. Um, I mean, this could be A, B, C right here as well, you know? Um, actually, let's draw that out instead because it already hit the Thor's hammer, you know? So let's draw that fib extension out. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. There is confluence for this one as well. This would be a stink bit zone, I think. You agree with that? 180. Yeah, yeah, I think it could be that. Let's just. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what EOS looks like. Yeah. You you don't want to believe it. Yeah, we can go to ICP. I think that's the last we're going to be doing. ICP at the bottom right. I have to reorganize these. Where is it? Did I remove it? Or is it in another one? Oh, it's right there. How come it didn't show me that it was there? Yeah, you can't count these waves though. Um, that's a big ass wick. Let's zoom in just a bit. There we go. So that's nasty. I mean, I told some of you guys in the Discord when it was up here, take some profit. Um, but yeah, this seems to be holding right here. Let's draw a line. If this fails, I might be looking to buy around, actually, fuck, this can go lower, but I don't know what to do. You guys, as long as it keeps this line, keep it open. What if we lose it? Cut it. But this breakout and retest was textbook. I mean, this is what, 25% run right there. Yeah. So yeah, that would be my suggestion. If we lose this support below 106.50 maybe, just cut your losses. We're still pretty high though in the RSI here. I expect the next resistance to be around the 99 EMA. If you do make it out, um, if we do make it back though, take some profit around the $130 range and set your stop loss into profit. So yeah, that was the live trading session for this week. How'd you guys appreciate it? Should we keep doing this? They're magic. Um, it's so weird. Like you take something that applies to nature and you apply it to human psychology in the markets, and it works very often. Yeah. So yeah, I'm preparing the next lesson. It's actually going to be a two-part lesson where I'm going to cover uh, retracement patterns And also I'm going to cover Fibonacci retracement and extension. So it's going to be good for all of you guys. Once you get your head around it, it becomes easy. It becomes routine, and you can look at the charts without any emotion and, hey, this is going on. Hey, that's going on. Hey, look what happened there. Yeah, and I mean, as long as you're trading spot, who who cares if it bounces on the 618 or the 650 or the 786? Your dollar cost averaging anyway. So, where can we what? Uh, lesson one is on YouTube already. Let me find it here. This is it. Copy that into the chat. Yeah. All right. So we'll cut this out for today, and we'll convene a time for next week. And yeah, let's keep an eye on Bitcoin. Have a good weekend, everybody.